So Kendrick Lamar's halftime show did exactly what it was supposed to do. It's been about a week. I've seen, a whole lot of opinions, a whole lot of reviews about it, this and that. Just two main things I wanted to touch on quickly. The first was just the actual performance itself, right? Because that's what he was there for. He was there to give a show, to give a performance. I think the performance was great. I think it was great. I think the music that he chose was great. I see a lot of people saying he should have picked this song, he should have picked that song. No one is going to be satisfied 100%. Okay? No one. So everyone is going to have opinions on what songs he should have or could have picked. So you can't criticize him for the songs that he picked. He picked the songs that he felt went along with the show that he wanted to put on for the people. Okay? So I appreciate the songs. I appreciate the choreography and the stage work. I appreciate the visuals and the dancing and the dancers. And I appreciate how he was able to come out there on the GNX spitting, a cappella, his body for body rhyme. I think that was fire. That's just straight hip hop spitting on a car, hopping off the car, continuing his rhymes in the middle of the American flag. I think that was big. I think Samuel L. Jackson being there was also big. You know, that was for those who are there to get it, who are meant to get it. If you didn't get it, you didn't get it. So what? It wasn't meant for you to get. I also appreciated Serena Williams being there doing her crip walk. When I saw her, I definitely said, "Oh, go ahead, Serena, do your thing, do your thing." I was there for it. I'm not of the crowd of, "Oh, she's still thinking about Drake and this and that." She could have never had a relationship with Drake, and she still had all right to be there. She's from Compton. She's a fan of Kendrick Lamar. And on top of all of that, the biggest point of her being there was that when she was in the white audience, let's say it for what it is, when she was at Wimbledon, I believe it was Wimbledon, and she did the crip walk after winning, they fined her. So when she was around a white audience and she did her cultural dance, she was criticized. So K. Dot said, "Look, come amongst me, come amongst your people, and do that dance that we love and that we're going to celebrate you for, and let's show it to the world." So that's what that was about. That was about answering back and showing you that my culture loves me and loves what I do, regardless of what you think. Okay? So shout out to Serena for that. Him doing, teasing Not Like Us, of course, I thought was genius. The way he teased it, and then he had his, girls in the back like, "Are you really gonna do it?" I'm in the process of dropping a video right now that at the end of it reflects on how Kendrick uses call and response a lot in this album and how that's a cultural theme that he's touching on. An African historical cultural element, call and response that he's touching on when he does that. And I feel like he's consciously doing it. And I don't think a lot of other people actually are aware of it. But that was just another element of it. He's teasing and they're like, "You really gonna do it?" All right, well, do it then. That was call and response before the track started. And then he jumps right into it. And then I don't know why I haven't seen anybody touch on those few lyrics that he changed in the beginning of the song. "I'm dipping, I'm sliding, I'm riding through the back like, whoa." That was basically his answer. In my opinion, that was his answer to everything Uncle Sam was telling him. "Hey, no, too loud, too ghetto. Keep it nice, keep it calm." And he was trying, he was going along with that. And then right before he did that one song that he knows Uncle Sam does not want him to do, he says, "You know what? Fuck all of that. I'm dipping, I'm sliding, I'm riding through the back. I'm coming in low. I'm coming in where you can't see me. I'm dipping, I'm sliding, I'm sneaking on y'all asses. I'm riding through the back. I'm coming through the back door where you don't see me." Like, whoa, but I'm here and I'm still going to give you what I came here to give you. So that was his, to me, that was his answer to everything Uncle Sam was saying. Be a good boy. Don't be too ghetto. Don't be too loud. Be respectful. He tried, and then he said, "You know what? I'm a rebel. I make rebel music." Shout out to brother Bob Marley. "I make rebel music. This is what I'm gonna do." And so that's what he came and he did. So as far as his performance, the artistry of it, I think it was great. I think the show was great. I think his features that he had was great. I think the songs that he picked, were great. I probably would have liked to see other songs on there, but I'm not going to start criticizing. And then we have to give him credit for just his stamina, his breath control, his ability to be able to be up there and perform all of those songs while using the field. People love to compare it to Beyonce or Michael Jackson. I went back and I watched the Beyonce Super Bowl performance and I watched Michael Jackson Super Bowl performance. And guess what? Both of them were on a stage. They were on a fixed stage. Okay, so that was their area that they had to work with, was the stage. Kendrick Lamar, if you saw when they zoomed out, his stage was from the 20-yard line to the 20-yard line. He had a whole section of the field cordoned off for his performance. From the 20-yard line to the 20-yard line, that's 60 yards of field. That was Kendrick Lamar's stage for the halftime performance. 60 yards. And he used all of it. So for him to be able to do that and then still maintain his breath control, still be able to perform the songs in the way that he was able to perform them, I think we have to give him credit for that. We have to give him credit for the artistry and for the hard work that it took to be able to achieve that. And last but not least, you know, I would say that we can be comfortable in saying that his performance was a good performance based off of the reaction. We've had extreme positive and extreme negative reactions. But if you look at the negative reactions and who they're coming from, people who never liked us. They're coming from people who were never like us. When you have every news anchor on Fox hating your performance, you probably did something good. When you have Kid Rock coming out saying, "Oh, it was a DEI performance. It was a DEI performance only for black people in the hood. It's a DEI performance." We know that Kid Rock is two-faced. We know that Kid Rock was never a part of us. He was another one of those colonizers who tried to use our culture to get what he can get out of it. So it doesn't hurt us when Kid Rock doesn't like that. In fact, we say good, good, because the people who that performance wasn't for, if you don't get it, it's up to you. And if it wasn't for you, then just learn to appreciate the artistry. Everything is not for you. How many times have there been Super Bowl performances in the past where it's been a rock artist or a country artist or whatever other kind of artist, another white artist that most black people do not know? They don't know their songs. They don't know the artist's name. When the artist is up there performing, a lot of black people don't know the songs that they're performing. They're unable to sing along with it. But we don't go back and complain and say, "Oh, that was a performance only for white people. No black people knew those songs. That wasn't inclusive. That was a racist performance." For decades, years and years and years, the Super Bowl has had white bread halftime performances. But now when you have a couple performances that feature black culture and black artists, it's a big problem. The NFL is terrible. It's DEI. It's racism. You see the difference? So I feel no way for those who hate on the Kendrick Lamar halftime performance. I have no sympathy for them. I don't feel like we should cater to them. Every Super Bowl performance is not going to be 100% black. We already know that. But when it is, it's not a problem because we've had plenty of Super Bowl performances that were 100% white and no one's complained. So when we celebrate our culture on a national stage, let's appreciate it and let's enjoy it for the art. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar for putting on an awesome halftime show. Peace. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Slowly but surely.